Aries, within the next 72 hours, someone is going to choose you in a way that will completely shatter everything you thought you knew about love. I just pulled the death card for your immediate future and holy energy. This is not what anyone expects. Everyone thinks death means ending, but actually this card is screaming transformation in Aries. The love coming for you is going to kill off every single version of yourself that settled for less. The comments are already going insane, because half of you are feeling this shift right now, aren't you? I need you to understand something. This reading came through at 3:33 a.m., and I literally couldn't sleep until I recorded this for you. The energy was that strong. Members in my private community have been messaging me non-stop about this exact energy pattern, and when I saw your cards, Aries, I knew exactly why the universe was keeping me awake. But here's what's going to shock you. This love, this choice someone's about to make, it's going to trigger your abandonment wounds first. That's right. Before you get the greatest gift, you're going to face your greatest fear, and that's exactly why most Aries will try to run from this. The death card is sitting here staring at me, and it's not gentle. It's demanding. It's saying, Aries, everything you've been doing in love, every pattern, every wall you've built, every way you've protected yourself, it all has to go. And when someone chooses you with this level of intensity, your first instinct is going to be to prove them wrong. I'm getting chills right now because this person who's going to choose you, they see through everything. They see through your independence act. They see through your I don't need anyone mask. They see through your tendency to pick fights when things get too real. And instead of running like everyone else did, they're going to choose you harder. Let me pull another card for the energy of this person. Oh my God. Aries, I just got the Queen of Swords. This is someone who is done with games. This Queen energy is sharp, direct, and they are going to cut through your BS with surgical precision. But here's the beautiful part. They're not doing it to hurt you. They're doing it to free you. The Queen of Swords doesn't mess around with emotional manipulation or playing hard to get. When this energy chooses you, it's going to be crystal clear. No mixed signals, no breadcrumbs, no making you guess where you stand. For someone who's used to having to fight for scraps of attention, this level of certainty is going to feel like drinking water after crawling through a desert. But Aries, and I need you to really hear this, the Queen of Swords energy is also going to challenge everything about how you show up in relationships. They're going to call you out when you're being defensive. They're going to ask you the hard questions you've been avoiding. They're going to love you enough to not let you hide behind your anger when you're actually just scared. This is where it gets interesting. I'm seeing a third card wanting to come through for the timeline of this transformation. The Wheel of Fortune just practically jumped out of the deck. Aries, this massive love shift is happening during a major karmic cycle completion for you. All those lessons you've been learning the hard way about self-worth, about not chasing people who don't choose you, about knowing your value, it's all been preparing you for this moment. The Wheel of Fortune is telling me this connection has been years in the making. Years. Even if you just met this person, or you're about to meet them, your souls have been orchestrating this meeting through every heartbreak, every disappointment, every time you almost settled for less, but something inside you said, no. And here's what's going to mess with your head. When this person chooses you, it's going to feel too easy. You're so used to having to prove yourself, to chase, to convince someone of your worth, that when someone just sees you and chooses you without all the drama, you're going to think something's wrong. Your brain is going to go into overdrive trying to find the catch. You're going to test them. You're going to push boundaries. You're going to do that thing you do where you get a little mean when things get too good because you're waiting for the other shoe to drop. But this Queen of Swords energy, they're going to stay calm through your storm. Let me show you what I mean. I'm pulling one more card for how this plays out in the first month. The Four of Cups. Aries, even when this incredible love is being offered to you, there's going to be a part of you that sits there with your arms crossed like, this can't be real. People don't actually love me like this. The Four of Cups shows someone being offered a beautiful gift and literally not seeing it because they're so focused on what's missing or what could go wrong. This card is a warning, Aries. When this love shows up, and it's showing up soon, don't you dare let your fear make you miss it. I'm seeing some of you thinking, but what if they change their mind? What if I'm too much? What if my past scares them away? Stop. The Queen of Swords energy doesn't scare easily. They've done their own work. They've faced their own demons. They're not coming into your life as a project or someone who needs fixing. They're coming as an equal. This is so different from what you're used to, isn't it? Usually, you attract people who either put you on a pedestal and expect you to be perfect, or people who try to dim your fire because it makes them feel small. But this Queen of Swords sees your fire and says, finally, someone who can match my energy. Members of my private community have been sharing their stories all week about this exact energy, and the patterns are identical. The initial disbelief, the testing phase, the moment of surrender when they realize this person isn't going anywhere, and then the complete transformation that follows. But here's what nobody talks about. When you finally let someone love you the way you deserve, it's going to bring up grief. Grief for all the times you accepted less. Grief for all the years you spent thinking you were too much or not enough. Grief for all the relationships where you had to shrink yourself to fit. The Death card isn't just about transformation. It's about mourning the old you. And Aries, you're going to need to let yourself feel that. You're going to need to cry for the version of yourself who thought she had to earn love. You're going to need to rage at all the people who made you believe your intensity was a problem. Let me pull a card for what this love is going to heal in you. The Star. Oh my God, Aries. This is beautiful. The Star is about hope restored, faith renewed, and believing in magic again. This person choosing you is going to give you back something you didn't even realize you'd lost. Your ability to dream about love without immediately thinking of all the ways it could go wrong. The Star is also about being seen. Truly seen. Not the version of you that you think people want, but the raw, unfiltered, sometimes messy, always authentic you. This person is going to love your 3 a.m. philosophical rants. They're going to think it's cute when you get passionate about things that don't matter to anyone else. They're going to appreciate your intensity instead of asking you to turn it down. I'm getting downloads about the physical energy of this connection too. Aries, when this person touches you, it's going to feel like coming home and going on an adventure at the same time. There's going to be this sense of, oh, this is what everyone was talking about. This is what I was waiting for. And the sex? I have to mention this because the Star is also about divine union. Aries, this person is going to worship your body like it's a temple and ravage it like it's their last meal on earth. The passion between you two is going to be the stuff of legends. But more than that, the emotional intimacy is going to be off the charts. You know how you sometimes feel like you love too hard, too fast, too much? This person is going to make you realize that wasn't the problem. The problem was loving people who couldn't handle your depth. But this Queen of Swords energy, they're going to dive into your depths and ask you to go deeper. I need to pull one more card, because I'm getting such strong guidance about the challenges you'll face together. The Tower. Holy energy, Aries. This love is going to shake things up. I'm talking about both of your lives being completely restructured to make room for this connection. The Tower isn't a bad card, especially when it shows up in love readings. It's about breaking down structures that aren't serving you anymore. Maybe one or both of you is going to have to leave a job that's keeping you apart. Maybe you're going to have to move cities. Maybe you're going to have to cut ties with people who don't support this connection. But here's the thing about Tower moments in love. They're only scary if you're not meant to be together. When you're meant to be with someone, Tower energy feels like relief. It feels like finally the universe is clearing the path for you to be together without obstacles. I'm seeing some of you are in situations right now where you feel stuck. Maybe you're in a relationship that's comfortable but not passionate. Maybe you're single but surrounded by people who drain your energy. Maybe you're in a job or living situation that doesn't align with who you're becoming. The Tower is going to clear all of that out to make room for this new love. And Aries, I need you to understand that this isn't just about romantic love. This person choosing you is going to upgrade your entire life. They're going to introduce you to new opportunities, new ways of thinking, new levels of abundance. The Queen of Swords doesn't just bring love, she brings elevation. Let me tell you what I'm seeing for the next 90 days specifically. This person is already in motion toward you. They might be ending something that's been keeping them unavailable. They might be making a big life change that's going to put them in your path. They might be doing their own healing work so they can show up for you properly. If you're already talking to someone and wondering if it's them, pay attention to how they communicate. The Queen of Swords energy is direct. They don't leave you guessing. They don't play texting games. When they say they're going to call, they call. When they make plans, they keep them. When they say they care about you, their actions match their words. But here's what's going to really blow your mind. This person is going to protect your energy instead of draining it. You know how you usually feel exhausted after spending time with romantic interests because you're constantly trying to figure out where you stand or walking on eggshells? With this person, you're going to feel more energized after being with them. They're going to be your safe space to land after dealing with the chaos of the world. They're going to be the person you can vent to without them trying to fix you or make you feel guilty for having feelings. They're going to celebrate your wins without trying to compete with you or minimize your achievements. I'm getting such strong messages about the spiritual connection too. This person is going to get your spiritual side. They might not be into exactly the same things you are, but they're going to respect and support your journey. They might even introduce you to new spiritual practices or help you deepen the ones you already have. The energy I'm seeing around physical appearance, Aries, this person is going to find you absolutely irresistible, but not in that shallow way you're used to. They're going to be attracted to your energy first, the way you move through the world, the way you light up when you talk about things you're passionate about, the way you stand up for what you believe in. And when you're feeling insecure about your body or your looks, they're going to remind you that you're stunning, not with empty compliments, but by the way they look at you like you're the most beautiful thing they've ever seen. Every single day. Oh my God, I just got hit with a download about money and abundance. This connection is going to completely shift your relationship with receiving. If you've been struggling financially or feeling like you have to do everything alone, this person is going to show you what partnership actually looks like. They're not going to try to control your money or make you dependent on them. They're going to want to build with you. They're going to support your dreams and ambitions. They might even bring opportunities into your life that help you level up professionally or financially. But more than money, they're going to teach you how to receive support. Emotional support, practical support, spiritual support. You're so used to being the strong one, the one everyone else leans on, that you've forgotten what it feels like to have someone be strong for you. I need to address something I'm picking up for some of you. There are a few Aries watching this who are thinking, this sounds too good to be true. I'm not ready for this. Stop right there. The universe doesn't send you experiences you're not ready for. The fact that you're watching this reading means you're being prepared. Every hard lesson you've learned about love has been building up to this moment. Every time you chose yourself over settling, every boundary you set, every toxic person you walked away from, it was all preparing you to recognize and receive this level of love when it shows up. And for those of you thinking, but I'm still healing from my last relationship, or I still have trust issues, or I'm not perfect yet. Nobody is perfect. This person isn't coming into your life because you've reached some imaginary finish line of healing. They're coming because your soul is ready to experience love as a healing force instead of a wounding one. The Queen of Swords energy isn't intimidated by your past or your wounds. They've got their own scars. But together, you're going to create something beautiful from all that broken glass. You're going to prove that love doesn't have to hurt to be real. I'm seeing the timeline speeding up for so many of you. If you're single, this person is coming in fast. Like, surprisingly fast. Don't be shocked if you meet them this week or next week, and within a month you're having conversations about the future. When you know, you know. If you're in a situation that needs to end before this can begin, expect that situation to reach a natural conclusion very soon. The universe is done waiting for you to have the love you deserve. All those delays and obstacles are being removed. For my Aries who are already in relationships but feeling that restless energy, pay attention to whether your current partner is stepping up or revealing that they can't match this new energy you're stepping into. Some relationships are going to evolve and get stronger through this transit. Others are going to naturally end to make space for something better. But here's what I need you to promise me. When this love shows up, and it is showing up, don't you dare sabotage it because you're scared. Don't pick fights to test if they'll stay. Don't run because it feels too good. Don't convince yourself you don't deserve it. You do deserve it. You've always deserved it. And finally, the universe is sending you someone who sees that too. The members in my private community who've been through this exact transit keep telling me the same thing. The moment they stopped resisting and just let themselves be loved, everything in their life got better. Not just love, everything. Their careers took off, their friendships deepened, their relationship with their family healed, their bank accounts grew. That's what happens when you're finally in alignment with your worth. When you're not spending all your energy trying to convince someone to love you, you have so much more energy to create the life you actually want. And Aries, this person is going to be your teammate in creating that life. They're going to push you to dream bigger. They're going to support you when you're scared to take risks. They're going to celebrate every win like it's their own because in their mind, your success is their success. I'm getting one final message about the physical meeting or the next phase if you already know each other. It's going to happen somewhere connected to water, or during a time when water energy is strong. Maybe it's raining, maybe you're near the ocean or a lake, maybe it's during a water sign season. Pay attention to water synchronicities in the next few weeks. And Aries, when you first lock eyes with this person, or when you have that moment of recognition if you already know them, you're going to feel it in your body. Your heart is going to race, but not from anxiety, from recognition. Your soul is going to go, "Oh, there you are. I've been waiting for you." The comments are going absolutely crazy right now, and I can feel so many of you resonating with this energy. You're feeling the shift happening, aren't you? Some of you are getting chills. Some of you are crying happy tears. Some of you are feeling that nervous excitement in your stomach. That's your soul confirming what I'm seeing in these cards. This is your reading. This is your time. This is your love story about to begin or transform into something magical. I need you to do something for me right now. In the comments, type, "I'm ready," if you're ready to receive this love. Type, "I'm ready," if you're ready to stop settling. Type, "I'm ready," if you're ready to let someone love you the way you deserve. The universe needs to hear your consent. It needs to know you're not going to run when this blessing shows up. It needs to know you're ready to do the work of receiving love without sabotaging it. And Aries, when this person chooses you, remember this reading. Remember that I told you it was coming. Remember that the universe conspired to bring you exactly what your soul was calling in. Remember that you are worthy of this level of love, no matter what your past tried to teach you. Your greatest gift isn't just the love that's coming, it's finally believing you deserve it. Subscribe now if you want to stay connected to this energy. Your future self is going to thank you for not missing what comes next. If you want more of this energy, you know where to find me.